Hello, class 5th. How are you all? I'm Vikas Singh and I'm your science teacher. So, today we are going to start chapter number 1 of class 5th. Chapter number 1 of class 5th. So, the name of chapter is Growing Plants. Growing Plants. So, in this chapter, we will study about different kind of plants, how do they grow, and how do they become tall, mature, and we will also study about agriculture, stages of germination. We will study different kind of topic. So this chapter is going to be so interesting. Yes. So let's start without wasting time. Growing plants. There are different kind of plants grow around us, like neem, apple, wheat, millet. You can see the picture of wheat on your screen. Can you see wheat? WHEAT. WHEAT, wheat. And rice, RICE, rice. You can see the picture of rice on the screen. So different kind of plants grow. But do you know how do the plants grow? How do the plants grow? Plants grow from seed. Yes, plants germinate from seeds. Most of the plants germinate from seeds. Yes, watermelon you eat. There are many kind of plants. They grow from seed. But many plants can also grow from their stem, root, and leaves. Yes, really, they can grow from root, stem, and leaf. So, we will study all about these. And you know that wheat, WHEAT, wheat give us energy, it give carbohydrate. Millet gives carbohydrate. Jawar, bajra, we grow different kind of plants. So okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, as I told you that different plants grow from different part. Plants can grow from seed, but plants can also grow from root, stems, and leaves. Yes, plants can grow from root, stems, and leaves. We will study about all these topic in detail in next class, but now I will give you a brief introduction. So in next class, when we will understand about root, stem, leaves, so you can easily understand. Okay, so there are different plants like potato. Can you see the picture? Can you see the picture of potato? Yes. Dahlia. Where is dahlia? Dahlia picture. Can you see the picture of dahlia? Between this middle, you can see. Last picture, bryophyllum. Bryophyllum, yes. Can you see the picture of bryophyllum? They all are plants. Uh, they all are plants. Yes. So they grow from root, stem, and leaves. So first, let's talk about potato. Do you know potato? Potato actually, what is potato? How does it grow? Do you know? Think, think. Yes, potato grows from stem. Yes, potato is actually stem, my friends. Potato is actually stem. 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 Yes. Dahlia can grow from root. Yes, can grow from root. Bryophyllum. Bryophyllum can easily grow from its leaves. Yes, if you cut its leaf and you can put in soil, then a new plant will grow. Yes, by cutting the root of dahlia, you can grow a new plant. So, plants can grow from root, stem, as well as leaves. Okay, I hope you understood. Now, let's move on the next point. Now, kids, let me introduce you a new term, that is germination. Germination, the spelling of germination is Germination. 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 Please write the definition of germination in your notebook. I'm giving you time. Please write down the definition of germination. Okay. Now we will study about germination. So, what is the meaning of germination? What is the meaning of germination? The process by which a seed produce a new plant is called germination. The process by which a seed produce a new plant is called germination. Yes, in the beginning I told you that how does plant grow? Most of the plant grow from seed. Most of the plants germinate from seeds. Yes, this process of growing plant from seed, producing plant from seed, is known as germination. You can see the picture. Can you see the picture? Yes, two picture I have shown. Two picture, they are very small plants. Yes, such kind of plants are known as seedling. 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 So most of the plants grow from seed, and this process is known as germination, and the small plants are known as seedling. So what is germination? Once again, the process by which a seed produce a new plant is called germination. The process by which a seed produce a new plant is called germination. Yes, so by germination what happens? A seed a seed produces a new plant. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about stages of germination. Now we will study that how does a small tiny seed, change into a plant. So we will study the complete process. You know, when farmer put the seed into the soil, means when they sow the seed, then After few days it comes out. How? Because a seed need few things. Seed need air, seed needs water, and seed needs heat, warmth. 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 So seed need all these things. In the seed, embryo is present. Look the spelling of embryo on the screen. Where is embryo? embryo. Embryo. Can you see the spelling of embryo? embryo. Yes. In embryo, that tiny plant is present, that grow. When you put the seed in the soil, then you give few things to soil, if you think to seed, you give water to seed, you give you and seed also need warmth, air, because in good condition, what happens, from embryo tiny plants come out. So at first what happens, root start to grow, roots emerge. You can see in the third number seed, 1 2 3, third number seed, in which root is coming out. Okay, the small root of seed is known as radical. Yes. Then seed coat break. What is seed coat? We will understand, don't worry. Then when you give water, manure, then it starts growing, leaves start to grow, and then cartilage disappear and it change into plant. So what happened? At first, when you give water, then tiny plants come out, root grow, small root. At first root grow, the small root is called radical. Seed coat break, then small leaves come out, then at last cartilage disappear. So this is the process of growing. Then shoot start to grow, root develop. So it is the complete process of germination. Now we'll study all these stages one by one. Okay, I will write and on the screen, and you can write in your notebook. There are total 5 stages of germination. There are total 5 stages of germination. Yes, we'll study all these stages one by one. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, dear student, look the screen. I have written stages of germination. Stage number 1. Stage number 1. Seed gets air, water and warmth. Seed gets air, water and warmth. Yes. A seed required 3 things: air, water and warmth, heat. And seed also need manure. Yes, means dung, dung, waste of animal, which is actually work as a food for seed. So seed also need manure, and good soil is also the main requirement. Air, water and warmth. What is actually meaning of warmth here? Means plant, a seed needs sunlight. Yes, A seed also needs sunlight. If even there is one thing miss, if there is one thing is missing, seed will not grow. Suppose you are giving water, but plant is not getting warmth, heat, then it will not grow. If you are not giving water and plant is getting warmth and air, still plant will not grow. So plant need all these things in proper amount. Point number 2, seed coat break and the radical emerges. Yes, when you give air, when you give water, manure, warmth, all the requirement thing, then what happens? Seed coat break, the outer covering. We will study later. Then radical emerge. Yes, root come out, tiny root. Okay, the new plant develops. Stage number 3, the new plant develop root and shoot. Yes, then root and shoot start developing. Shoot, what is shoot? As HOOT, the upper part above the soil is known as shoot, and the below the soil, under the soil, that part is known as root. Under the soil, root; above the soil is shoot. Okay, it means which are the part of shoot? Stem, branches, leaves, fruits, they all are the part of shoot. And root, there is only one part. Stage number 4, as the plant grow, it develops leaves. Yes, when the plant start to grow, it develops leaves. Stage number 5, cartilage shrink and disappear. Yes, then what happens? Cartilage is the part of seed which is present inside the seed. Where is cartilage present? Cartilage is present inside the seed. Shrink means it becomes small. SHRINK, shrink. It becomes small, then slowly vanish away, disappear. So these are 5 stages. Stage number 1, seed gets air, water and warmth. Stage number 2, seed coat break and the radical emerges. Stage number 3, the new plant develops root and shoot. Stage number 4, as the plant grows, it develops leaves. Stage number 5, the cartilage shrink and disappear. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Now kids, I want that you tell me all the 5 stages. Can you tell me? Tell me first what happened. Think and tell. Yes, stage number 1. Seed gets air, water and warmth. Yes, when you put the seed in soil, it gets air, water and warmth. Okay, very good. Now tell me the stage number 2. What happens in stage number 2? You will tell me. Yes, seed coat break and radical emerges. Seed coat break and root come out. You can see the picture. Seed coat break and root is coming out, means emerges. Very good. Now tell me the stage number 3. Tell me the stage number 3. Yes, new plant develop and root and shoot. Yes, new plants develop, root and shoot. Yes, shoot means upper part start to develop, root start to develop. Very good. Now tell me the stage number 4. Yes, as the plant grow, it develops leaves. As the plant grow, it develops leaves. Now stage number 5. Tell me the stage number 5. Think. What is the stage number 5? Yes, the cartilage shrink and disappear. Cartilage shrink and disappear. Then leaves grow. It becomes big. Stem start to become strong. These are 5 stages. So stage number 1, air, plant get air, water and warmth. Stage number 2, seed coat break, and what comes out? Radical emerges. Stage number 3, the plant develops root and shoot. Stage number 4, leaves start to develop. And stage number 5, cartilage and shrink and disappear. These are 5 stages. I hope you have now memorized. Now let's move on the next point. Now, dear kids, dear students, now let's study the different parts of seed. Different parts of seed. So, when we were studying few seconds ago about stages of germination, then I spoke few words. First, seed coat, cartilage, embryo. Okay, you can see the picture of seed. As you can see the picture of seed, first let us talk about seed coat. S double E D seed, COAT coat, seed coat. Okay, so you can see the brown layer. Can you see the brown layer? Yes, that brown layer is actually seed coat. Yes, it is present outer side. So we can say seed coat is outermost covering. Yes, it is the protective layer. Seed coat is a protective layer, or you can say seed coat is a outermost covering. It is the outside layer. Okay, it is protective layer, or you can say outside layer. Yes, it protect the seed, yes, this is the work of seed coat. So it protect the seed. Now next, can you see the yellow part? What is this yellow part? Yes, it is cartilage. Yes, cartilage, or you can say endosperm. Cartilage or endosperm. COTYLEDON. COTYLEDON. Cartilage, or you can say endosperm. Yes, what is present in cartilage? Yes, in cartilage food is present. Cartilage contains food. In cartilage food is present, so it supply the food. Yes, it supplies the food to tiny plant which is present inside the seed. Yes, because tiny plant also need food. Who supply? Cartilage. Okay, now let's talk about the last part of the plant, embryo. Can you see the embryo, picture of embryo in yellow color? Can you see the picture of embryo? Yes, it is embryo. So in embryo tiny plants is present. So embryo develop into plant. Develop into plant, and it get food from cartilage. Store the food. Okay, so I hope you understood. There are 3 part: seed coat, cartilage is also known as endosperm, and last part is embryo. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now I'm going to introduce you a new term, dispersal of seeds. Yes, dispersal of seed. Spelling of dispersal is DISPERSAL. DISPERSAL. Dispersal of seeds. So please write down in your notebook. So what is the meaning of dispersal? Sometime you have seen that the plants that you have grown in your garden, they automatically grow somewhere else. You surprised that how comes it possible? I grow the neem plant there and the neem plant is also growing here. How all possible? So the reason behind it is dispersal. So what is the meaning of dispersal? Dispersal means the process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. What is dispersal? The process by which seeds are scattered away. The process by which seeds are scattered away from their mother plant. Yes, means what is the meaning of it? Means what happens that the plant which gives out seed and seeds is present in fruit, with the help of animal, water, wind, they go away from one place to another place. When wind blow, the seed go away from one place to another place and they grow there. This process is known as dispersal. Means they scattered away. They scattered away, they break and move away from one place to another place. So the process by which seeds are scattered away means move away from the mother plant, from the main plant who generate that seed. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. So dispersal is possible due to four things. Due to four reasons. First is dispersal by wind, dispersal by water, dispersal by animal, and dispersal by explosion. So wind also helps in dispersal, water also helps in dispersal, animals also help in dispersal as well as by explosion. So now we will study all these 4 points. There's how does plant seed move away, go away from one place to another place, because this process is known as dispersal. Let's begin. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So kids, at first we will study dispersal by wind. Yes, dispersal by wind. So how is it possible? There are many seeds which are very light, they are not heavy. That's why wind can blow away these seeds from one place to another place. Actually, their structure is just like wing. They have wing-like structure, or they have hair on them. Yes, they have hair on them, or they have structure just like wing. So they flow away, they move away, scatter away from one place to another place with the help of wind. So which are the seed? You can see the picture on screen. I have shown to picture. First picture you can see a white color seed. Yes, these are seed, my friend. They scatter away from one place to another place. You might have seen. What is the name of it? Do you know? Dandelion. Yes, dandelion. 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 This is dandelion plant seed. Yes, this is dandelion plant seed. Yes, so dandelion plant seed scatter away from one place to another place. Next, you can see the seed of maple. Can you see the picture of maple? Yes, Maple. Maple. Yes, its structure is just like wing. Can you see the structure? Look, the structure is just like wing. So they can easily go away. They easily scatter away, move away from one place to another place. Okay. So point number 1. Seeds which disperse by wind, they are not heavy. Their structure is just like wing, and or they have hair on them. For example, dandelion and maple. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Now, kids, next is dispersal by wind. I hope you have understood dispersal by wind. Dandelion and maple are the example which scatters away from one place to another with the help of wind, dandelion and maple. Now let's start dispersal by water. Yes, water also help in dispersing. Yes, water also help in dispersing. Have you ever eaten coconut? Yes, you might have eaten. Have you seen lotus plant? Yes. These coconut, lotus plant, they can move away from one place to another place. They can scatter away with the help of water. Yes. The reason behind it is they are spongy or have fibrous root. Yes. They are spongy or have fibrous root. Yes. Because they are very light and they are spongy, that's why they can easily scatter away from one place to another place. Okay, you can see the picture of coconut and lotus with the help of water. With the help of water, they easily go away from one place to another place. As you know that coconut tree, most of the coconut tree grows near the coastal area. When they fall, then with the help of water they easily move away from one place to another. Okay, now let's talk about the next, lotus. Yes, have you ever seen lotus? Lotus easily scatter away with the help of water. So it was all about dispersal of seed by water. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about dispersal by animals. Yes, my dear kids, animals also help in dispersing the seed from one place to another place. Yes, there are many seeds that can easily scatter away and grow to another place. Actually, they have spine hook, they have hook like structure, so they easily got stuck, they easily attached to animal's body. Sometimes it also happen with us that such kind of seed attached stick to our body, our shoes. Have you ever felt? So seeds can easily scatter away with the help of animals. For example, cockleburr. Yes, you can see the picture of cockleburr. The spelling of cockleburr is Cockleburr. Cockleburr. Yes, cockleburr is such kind of seed which has hook like structure. It has spine hook, so it easily go away from one place to another place. When animals move from one place to another, then these seed cochlear stick attached to their body and scatter away. So in this way, seeds easily scatter away and they grow to a new place. They grow to a new place. So it was all about dispersal by animal. So remember, point number one, they have spine hook. They have spine hook. They are very light. They attach to animal's body and scatter away. For example, cochlear. Cockleber. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, last topic is dispersal by explosion. So we have studied about dispersal by wind. Maple can easily disperse by wind, and dandelion can also dispersal by wind. Dispersal by water, coconut and lotus can easily disperse. Dispersal by animals, cochlear can easily disperse. Now the last is dispersal by explosion. How does it happen? When peas and beans, you can see the picture of peas and beans on the screen. When they completely matured, when they're ripe, that time what happens, dear kids? They burst open. Yes, they open suddenly, and the seeds which are present in pea or beans, they comes out and spread. When they fall in the soil, then they start to grow. When they get air, water, and good warmth, then they start to develop. So peas and beans burst open when they are ripe. Peas and beans burst open when they are ripe, and in this way they easily grow. Okay, most of the leguminous plant grow in this way. Leguminous means plant with pod, plants with pod. Okay, so you can see. So point number one, how does they grow? How do they grow? Point number one, when they are ripe, when they are matured, they burst open. They burst open and fall on the ground, in the soil, and they start to develop when they get air, water, warmth. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Now it's time to revise today's topic with the help of some question answer. So let's start. Question number one. So question number one is, what do you mean by germination? What do you mean by germination? What is germination? The process by which seed produce a new plant. The process by which seed produce a new plant is called germination. Yes, the process by which seed produce a new plant is known as germination. There are few stages of germination. Seed gets air, water and warmth. Then what happens? Seed coat break and radical emerge. Yes, radical means tiny root. Then it develops root and shoot, and then leaves start to develop, and at last what happens? Cartilage shrink and disappear. So what is germination? The process by which seed produce a new plant is known as germination. Question number 2. Which seeds are dispersed by water and wind? Yes, which seeds are dispersed by water and wind? With the help of water, coconut and lotus disperse, and with the help of wind, maple and dandelion easily disperse away, because they have maple and dandelion have wing like structure or hair. Okay. Question number 3. Which are the three main parts of seed? Yes, there are three main parts of seed. Part number 1, seed coat. Part number 2, cartilage. Part number 3, embryo. What is seed coat? Seed coat is a protective layer. It protects the seed. It protects the embryo. Cartilage. What is the work of cartilage? Cartilage store the food. Yes, cartilage store the food. It supply the food. Cartilage supply the food. Cartilage is also known as endosperm. Last is embryo. Embryo contains tiny plant. Yes, embryo, when embryo get air, water, warmth, and when cartilage supply food to embryo, then embryo develop into new plant. Embryo contain tiny plant. Okay, last question, question number 4. Define dispersal. Write the different ways of dispersal. Yes, define dispersal and write the different ways of dispersal. So what is dispersal? The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. Yes, the process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. Dispersal is possible through 4 ways. First is dispersal by wind. Second is dispersal by water. Third is dispersal by animal. And last is dispersal by explosion. Again, the process by which seeds are scattered away from mother plant is called dispersal. It is possible due to dispersal by wind, dispersal by water, dispersal by animals, dispersal by explosion. Okay, now the today's topic is over. Now we will meet in next lecture. In next lecture we will study about agriculture. Okay, till then, goodbye.